Hey! Greetings, Dungeon Crawlers, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Mage Night Dungeon Crawl. I'm your host, player, game master, and all that goofy stuff, Ed, or Lord Dward on the internets. And we're starting a new campaign, and we're going to be playing the Reavers of Harkenwold, Part 1, the Iron Circle. Let me see if I can get that in there a little bit. Now, this came with a box set from something from 4th edition, but the way it's laid out, I think it's going to work out and be a great game. So, just to catch you up real quick, in the last session, Morg and Hazel were sent to Kobold Hall to clean that out from the kobolds, and they were successful and did that. They ended up fighting a wyvern down in the basement, or in the underground cavern, and they barely survived that, but they did. So now they're going to make their way back to town, and they have to go back and talk to the Lord Regent. I forget what his name is, but I'll look that up, and go on their next adventure. So, enough of my yakking. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and we'll get everything set up, and we'll get right to the game. Okay, here we are in Moonstone Keep, which is where the Lord Warden and his name, let me find his name again, because I forgot it already. Lord Warden Farron Marklehay, and that's this guy right here. And he's the one that tasked Morg and Hazel to go clean out Kobold Hall, which they did, and he offered 10 per kobold head, and they killed quite a few kobolds. So they report back to him, and they actually bring the wyvern's head and drop it on the ground right in front of him. And the Lord Warden is, I think he's most impressed with this, but because this is a game, we're going to go ahead and do some dice rolling. Is he very impressed with this? I think this is very likely. Oops. Okay, yep, definitely is. But no double, so nothing different is going to happen there. He goes ahead and he pays them, and he talks to them a little bit and says, I had no idea it was going to cost that much to clear out Kobold Hall, but you have done the town of Fallcrest a great service, and we thank you for that. You are, of course, going to be handsomely rewarded. However, I have news that nearby, in the area of Harkenwold, which is southeast of Fallcrest here, I'm hearing stories that there are problems in the area, that there could be a group of bandits that are taking over the various villages there. It's a large area, but just dotted with small little villages and farms. It's originally supposed to be under the leadership of Baron Stockmer, who was a very noble and brave fighter in his day, but he has gotten on in years. And the stories that are getting back to me do not make me comfortable. The last thing I want is a bandit enclave just to my southeast. We need to make sure the roads are protected and people are not being mistreated. So I task the two of you, I'm asking you if you will go and check this out for me. And of course they're going to roll this. I think it's very likely that they will take the job, but that's what we have the dice for. I suppose weird things could happen. So this is definitely a very, very likely. And yes, they definitely do, but we've got doubles, so something else is going to happen. So we go to our handy dandy mythic chart. Love playing with this stuff, and let's find out what it is. First, we got to roll the event focus, which is percentile dice. And 59. PC negative, so something bad is going to happen to our characters. All right. So the meaning, well, this is actually the action. 86. Passion, okay. Don't know how that's going to fit in here. And 52, I feel like we've had that one before. Passionate dispute. Okay, so actually, I think I know what this is going to be because I kind of had something. I didn't have this reaction exactly planned out. However, because he's sending them into the Baron's area, uh, the Lord Warden was always going to send one of his people with him. So he calls up Avante. That is Avante, right? Avante. I am sending Avante with you. He will become part of your party, and he will report directly back to me. You can trust him. Of course, they don't know him, so they're not going to automatically trust him. So they are going to have a dispute. They definitely don't like this, and they're going to be a little cold towards him, which is kind of ironic. So they have accepted the mission. They're not real happy. Let's find out with the dice, though. Will they refuse this guy? I think it's unlikely that they're going to refuse him, but we'll go ahead and roll. 17, definitely not. They're not happy about it, but they will allow him to go with them. Okay, so that's the plan. They're going to make their way to Harkenwold, and we're going to roll a few random encounters and see if anything pops up. But we're going to go ahead and set up the first battle, and I'll be right back with that. All right, here we go. I am using the map that actually came with the box set. It's the Dungeon Master's box set, something like that. And unfortunately, the map, the squares are 1-inch squares, which are a little small for Mage Knight figures, but we're going to use it anyway. So what we have here are the Brigands, and I'm going to use the Black Powder Rebels as my bad guys for this whole series. And then the two stone golems here, they're subbing in for wolves because I couldn't find any wolves figures. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And it says, as the heroes arrive in Harkenwold in the middle of the day, it's a broad, lightly settled valley between two arms of the Harken Forest. They haven't traveled more than a mile or two into the valley before trouble appears. Rounding a bend in the road, they spy a pillar of smoke climbing into the clear blue sky. The source, hidden by rolling hills, is roughly a mile along the dirt track that intersects the road. So here's where we have our first check. It's almost a sure thing. Are the characters going to go check this out? I'm going to say this is pretty much a sure thing. And yes, they definitely are. Okay, no trouble there. All right, so they're moving along the road. They come to here, and we're gonna put them right here. And they're arguing the entire way. Well, at least Hazel and Avante are arguing because Hazel doesn't want him there. He doesn't really want to be there either, but he's being sent by the Lord Haywald or whatever his name was. Anyway, so they get to this point and they see human brigands and a pair of wolves surrounding a farmhouse. The humans all wear black cloaks with a gray ring device. They're preparing pitch-soaked torches, laughing and taunting who's ever inside. They've already burned a small outbuilding, the source of the smoke column. And that is this building here, which we're going to go ahead and denote with something. What? I don't know, but I thought I had a little figure thing. I'm not going to look for it because it's not that important. But, okay, yeah, we'll use this. Ow! That's really sharp. Okay, so that's on fire. Yeah, look, blood! Oh, no! Okay, anyway. Now, our heroes have a chance to actually sneak up on them. But what they have to do is do a DC check. And they have to beat a DC 17 according to the rules of the module here. But the way we figure this, they don't just roll a 20-sider. What they do is their physicality. Now, and I don't think I said this before, they're all level 2 now because they got enough gold, they bought their way to level 2. So with Hazel, her physicality is a 33 divided by 3 is 11. So she gets to roll her dice, and she only rolled a 4. A 4 and 11 is only 15. She did not pass it, even though she has stealth. So we'll see if more can do it, because at least half of them have to make it. Yeah, he rolled a 9, and his physicality is, let's see, 33 as well. So that's 11. He definitely makes it. Now we're going to see the third guy. His physicality, which I haven't figured out ahead of time. Ooh, it's not as good. Is 31. So he's a 10. But he rolled a 9 as well. So they do technically get their surprise. So they're able to sneak up to the wall without alerting anybody. And they hear somebody, and I don't have a regular human figure for her, but they're going to get one round where they can surprise these guys. Do they go ahead and attack? Yeah, because they can see that they're trying to burn this person out. I'm going to say this is very likely that they're going to go ahead and attack. And yes, they will go ahead and attack. So they come up to the wall, and that's the only doorway, but he has a 10-inch, and the good thing about him, oh no, I thought he had more than one attack. Okay. He has a 10-inch attack, so he can hit most of these guys. But he can only attack one at a time, unfortunately. I thought he had 2 arrows. Oh, yeah, he can get everybody. He can pick anybody he wants. So I think he's going to attack this guy right here. He rolls a 5. A 5 plus his 8 is 13. This guy has a defense, I think it says 15. Nope, it's a 16, so he misses. Okay, Hazel has a 4-inch, so she can get this guy. That's the only one she can target, but she attacks with a 10. And she has a special ability. She has Venom now. So she rolls a 16. That will hit. And she does, I believe, 2. Yes, she does 2 clicks of damage on this guy, which is good. Oh, and I found some rings, so I can turn these easier now. Now, he has toughness, or he did. So he only takes 1 click of damage, but he is out of all his abilities now. So that's going to help. Now Morg has an 8-inch. And this is not going to go as easy for him as I thought it would. Yeah, he can definitely hit this guy. So I think he's going to attack him. I lost my dice. So we'll get another one. Fortunately, I have another. 7. And he attacks with an 11, so that is an 18, and he does 3. I'm sure 18 hits this guy. Boom! Magic hits him in the back. 1, 2, 3. And this guy is like, ugh! Okay, now, everybody knows what's going on. All of these guys are going to turn. What's going on here? And this guy tells them, move along. This is Iron Circle business. But from inside the house, you hear a voice say, business? It's more like robbery and murder. Okay, now we're going to go into initiative. Good guys and the bad guys. And the bad guys are going to go first. So, now they do all have range. 6-inch ranges. We're going to move these guys first. He can move 5, so he's running all the way up here. He's got a 6, so he can get here. Those are wolves. Actually, I probably ought to... Well, see, the measurement doesn't quite work on this smaller map, but we're going to move them to there. Does he have line of fire? Not really anymore, because the wolves would do that no matter what. These guys are just going to have to move up. Well, no, he can move here and fire. This guy's probably going to move here, here, and here, but they're not going to be able to attack because, unfortunately, he's got a 6-inch range. Nope. The only one he can attack would be this guy, and this guy actually has limited invisibility, cannot be targeted. So that's all the bad guys go. Now the good guys. She's going on him. She rolls a 5 plus a 9. That's enough. Is it? No, it's not. That's only a 14. However, she's got venom, so it does take 1 click of damage. Ugh, maybe. Let's get the ring out. There we go. It's still up, but it's hurting. Okay, Morg. I think Morg's going to get this guy. Well, we'll let this guy do that one first. So Avante is going to go here. He rolls a 10. That's definitely going to hit with his 8. Oh, wow, 18. Now, he only does 1 click of damage. Now, this guy does have toughness, so he won't take anything, but he is frozen. So let me read what that says. Magic freeze. Roll 1 6-sided die. On 4, 5, or 6, we mark it as frozen. So, nope, it's a 1, so it's not frozen. And it didn't take the damage. Morg is going to blast this guy here. And 4 plus his 11 is 15. That is enough, and he still does 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this guy actually goes down. Boom. All right, next round. The bad guys go first. So here, the wolf is jumping over the wall. It's a low wall. They both jump over the wall, and they're going to attack right there and there. So they both get their spin. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Okay, the wolf on Hazel. I rolled the wrong die, sorry. Oh, max damage. So even though he would have missed otherwise, and he does 2 clicks. Oh, but she gets her dodge. Will she dodge? Nope. And she's going to take 2 clicks. Boom, boom. That hurts her. However, she gets her counterattack. Oh, and she rolled double 1s. Hazel, you're going down. All right. This wolf on him, on Avante, rolls a 5. A 5 plus 8 is 13. He's a 15, so it misses. Now, he gets to do his counterattack. I'm not even going to bother because the thing has toughness. And so even if he hits, it's not going to do... Well, he can freeze it. Okay, he will go ahead and try and attack, do his counterattack, because if he freezes it, which is 6, 8 is 14, doesn't even hit. So, okay, so the 2 wolves have gone. Now, they have a 6-inch range. This one can definitely aim at her. He cannot aim at him, and I don't think he can get... he's in... Wait, there's 6. No, Morg is just out of his range. But he can target her. He rolls a 6, and an 8 is 14. That is enough. And he does 1 click of damage. She no longer gets her dodge. Now she gets her counterattack. I don't understand exactly how this generally works, but it's in the rules. And she rolls a 9. I don't see where she's at. 9 and 7 is 16. That is enough. And she does 1 whole click of damage. So at least he's a bit wounded. Okay. That's the bad guys go, unless I have them move up. Yeah, I think they will go ahead and move up a little. That way they can attack next time. All right, now the good guys are going to go. First, she's attacking this one. With an 8, an 8, and a 7 is a 15. That's just enough to do a click of damage. Yay! Because poor Hazel's hurting here. Well, if I can get it to turn. There we go. Oh, and that kills it. Wow. That was just enough to kill it. That one goes down. That's helpful because now they can attack this. He just doesn't know that he's not really doing anything, so he's going to whack it. He rolls a 7. That's a 15. That's not enough. Morg is going to attack this one too. It gets its counterattack. Excuse me. It rolls a 9. A 9 and an 8. 17. That is enough. Limited invisibility is not going to help him here. And he does take 2. So these guys are already, on the first encounter, taking some damage. All right, Morg is going to attack this guy. And he rolls 16. That is enough. And he does 3. This guy takes 2. That helped. If I can get it to turn, man. That's a problem with these old figures. Sometimes getting them to turn is tough. And this guy still has toughness. Well, that's because he's a stone golem. You know. And he does not have range, so he will not get to go on them. All right, that's everybody. We get to go into the next round. We're going to do initiative. And the good guys finally get to go first. All right. So, she only has... well, she has her amulet. So she is going to heal herself. It's healing. Roll 1d6. Okay. So she's going to roll. And she rolls a 2. Okay, and her damage at this point is just a 1. Why did I roll the d6? Let me read that again. Because if she's only going to go up 1... Okay, yeah. She didn't even have to roll. She just heals herself 1. So that's what she did. She healed herself 1. This guy's going to attack that one again. He doesn't know that he can't really do anything to it. 7 might hit. A 7-7. Nope, that missed. And it's going to get its counterattack on him. And it rolls a 10. It's definitely going to hit. And it's still doing 2? Yes, it's still doing 2. 1, 2. So maybe these guys aren't wolves, but they are definitely putting the hurt on our heroes. Okay. Morg. He's an 11. Okay. And he does 3. That should kill this thing. Even though it's only going to take 2. There's 1. There. Yeah, that is just enough to kill it. So the wolves go down, finally. But now the bad guys get to go. Okay, they can target him. So target, target, target. All right. So first the blue guy on him. Rolls a 9. That's enough. He does 1 damage. But he gets his return attack, fortunately. And he rolls a 5. A 5 is 11. That misses. Now the red guy, who has not taken any damage, he can actually... Okay, he's going to shoot both of them. He rolls a 9. That is going to be enough to hit this one. Now he only gets to do 1 damage because he shot 2 people. And it hit this guy, but it didn't hit Morg. So he will take his click, and he is demoralized. So this guy's demoralized, but Morg gets his return attack, fortunately. And that's a 9, and that will definitely hit for his 3. 1, 2, 3. This guy's still up. Okay, and now that one on Hazel. Double ones. He fumbles and hurts himself. That's going to help. Okay. And since that, she doesn't get the return attack because it wasn't really an attack. Okay. Now the good guy's going to go. She's going to click herself healed 1 more point. Or should she attack? I think she's going to attack. You know what? She knows she's in the heart of it. She's still got an 8. She's going to attack this guy. Take him out, Hazel. Come on. That's a 15. Oh, yeah, that hits. And she's doing only 1 click. This guy's still up, but he's only attacking with a 4. So, and he rolled a 5. That's only a 9. That is not enough to hit her. Excellent. Okay. So that's what Hazel did. This guy is demoralized, so he doesn't have to break away. He's going to come around here. Morg. I think Morg's going to attack the big guy. He seems to be the leader. And he rolls an 11. That's enough. He's going to do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And this guy goes down. Boom! Big old blast of magical energy hits him in the face and takes him out. So, no return attack. That's it. We go to the next round. Initiative. It's 2 on 2. And the bad guys get to go first. So, this guy's going to attack Morg. Killed my leader with a 7. That's a 15. Yep, that's just enough, but he's got toughness. So, Morg will just absorb it. Morg says, give me your best, buddy, because you can't break Morg's defenses. Morg will now smash you with an 8. And 8 and 11 is 19. 3 big clicks. Boom, boom, boom. But this guy's still up. Okay. Now, this one's going to shoot at Hazel. But he's only shooting with a 4. That is going to be a 12. She's a 13. Not enough. Try again, buddy. So she's going to return the favor. She only rolls a 3. A 3 and an 8 and an 11. And he is a 12. She almost got him on the return attack. But now the good guy's going to go. So we're going to give her another shot at him. And she rolls a 5. That's enough this time. 13. She does 1 whole click. And our good buddy is demoralized. He's like, no, no, don't kill me. And now this one on Morg. Oops. Rolls an 8. And 8 and 4 is only 12, buddy. Not quite enough. Morg's going to whiz his staff around and shoot it right back at him. And a 9, that's a 20. 4, 3 whole clicks. Boom, boom, boom. That guy's dead. Okay, so everybody is dead or demoralized. So, all right, I think we have to do this. We've got to try another round of initiative. Okay, the bad guy definitely gets to go first. He does not have to break away. He can move 4. He is sprinting out of here just as fast as he can. Now, he is out of Hazel's range, but not out of Morg's. Morg is going to shoot at him. And an 8 will do it. And unfortunately, this guy goes down too. Okay. Ah, he broke off the stand. Oops. Okay, all the bad guys are down. And they're going to heal. She will heal herself up. They have time to do this while they try to put out the fires. Morg never really took any damage, did he? No. Toughness is a great thing. And they're able to heal this guy back even though he was demoralized. Hazel will definitely give him a load of crap because he couldn't hold his own. What good is he? So, that is going to be the first battle. And let's see. after they kill the bad guys, they go up and it says they hear the rasping sound of a heavy bolt being drawn back and the farmhouse door opens. A half-elven woman of middle years steps out. So we're going to say an Elemental League woman steps out. She's carrying a battered old crossbow. 2 boys of 15 or so follow after her. The woman looks around the farmyard, frowning at the bloodshed, and sighs. My thanks, strangers. Those iron-circled jackals came to rob us. I barred my door, but they said they'd burn the house down with me and my boys in it. You saved our lives. But who are you? And now we're going to go ahead and cut it off here. And we will figure out what happens next on the next episode. So, thanks for watching. If you've got dice, let them roll. And make sure you keep crawling. See you next time.